So I'm in the shop doing a little bit of an update on the chop top bodywork on the roof, just focusing on the roof at this point in time, because there's still some other work to do in other areas and so on, but I wanted to get the roof finished off. As you can see, I've got body filler on it. The contours are good. Didn't take a lot of filler to fill up even the worst spots. I would say there's at the most maybe 1/4 of an inch of filler in the worst spots, which for a project of this magnitude and the amount of work that's gone into this is quite acceptable as far as I'm concerned. Again, this is my first time doing a chop top, so it was a learning process on an experimental job, and it's just gone to the point where it seemed worthwhile to pursue it to the next level. So body filler work all the way around. The main areas where all the welding and so on was, and where you can see there's a lot of work and so on. The dark spots are primer or bare metal. It's just starting to show through the filler, so I mean that's kind of where you got to stop. Otherwise, you get some irregularities in the surface, what we call high spots in the auto body trade. So this is what I would consider a good point to get some primer on it, and then when I block it all out, I'll find out if there are any more spots that need some work. I won't be surprised if I do find some other stuff. So I'm going to be using a direct to metal high build primer on this, so the bare metal spots that you're seeing will not be an issue. It doesn't need any other kind of surface preparation or whatever on it. The high build direct to metal primer will adhere to that quite well. I've used it before on other jobs and it works well. So the next stage is, you can see I've got my plastic set up around my very makeshift paint booth area. I'm just trying to keep from getting too much overspray on other things in the garage. The floor is a mess, but that's not going to affect the priming and so on. Once I get the primer on the roof, then I'll kind of do a major cleanup in the shop and get things back to livable conditions, because they're kind of extreme on the messy side right now. But I'm looking forward to getting this into primer and feeling like this part has reached a milestone in the production. So again, it's sorry for the camera work and so on. It's a little bit shaky or sudden movements, but yeah, I mean you can see, I don't know if the lens on this GoPro can show well enough, but you can see that it's got a fairly consistent curve to it. So we're going to get some primer on this today, and we'll do a quick little update once it's got primer on it, once we get to that point. But wanted to do an update before we put primer on it so you can see what we got before that. Bye for now. So now I'm just getting ready to shoot the primer on the roof of the car. Like I said before, I'm using a direct to metal high build primer. I'm going to put on 3 coats. I won't necessarily show all of that in this video because it's fairly repetitive and so on. I'll show the first coat going on. I'm going to go around all the edges, make sure I get good coverage on the edges and so on, and the whole panel, and yeah, go from there. that's one coat done. Give that 10 minutes to flash off or so. It's a little bit cool as I'm bringing air in from outside, and it's kind of cool outside. But I'm not going to stay in here and breathe this stuff, so I'm going to shut it down and come back in a little bit. That's actually 4 coats on there. Looking pretty good. I'll have to go over the lines and so on, see how it blocks out. Once it's had a chance to cure out and so on. Oh, there's the air compressor cutting out. So I had to catch up a little bit. But yeah, that's 4 coats on there. Looks pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy with it. When I get a chance to block it out, after it's had a chance to cure out, we'll see exactly what we got. There will be some touch-ups and so on. To fine-tune the body lines and catch a few pinholes and so on like that. But overall, I'm very happy with the way it turned out. So thumbs up to that, and we'll do another edition when we get far enough along to make it worthwhile. See you later.